would keep.
Morning everyone, welcome back to Amy's Trading Journals. Today is 23rd, sorry, I didn't change the date. Here, let me change the date now. 23rd, 2020, today is Wednesday. Okay. So, market weather for today. My comment is the sky is barely clear with the cloud still looking there. And about the US market, faced with the COVID-19 new variant, so what sectors are negatively impacted and where the haven is? Later we talk. And then for Singapore market, we have mentioned about Penguin and Avarga recently, and the momentum is still there. And the last part, we will talk about the individual stock diagnosis. And if you have stocks you'd like me to diagnose for you, later for the first part, you need to WhatsApp me the name or the ticker of your stock. And this is my WhatsApp number, 659231237. Okay, so about the market performance, and before that, I have this disclaimer to make. And all the stocks mentioned in the video are for the purpose of demonstration and education, not recommendation. Investors should be aware of the risks involved in stock trading, take full responsibilities for their own tradings. Okay, so we check the market performance first. So for US market, the three indexes disagree with each other again. We have for Nasdaq, went up, continue going up a bit, not so much, but managed to clear the high price 2 days ago, slightly higher. And what we know is the support level I have mentioned for you for many times. The first target is the top of this yellow Tai Chi signal. The value is around 12,598. And if in near future the level can hold, then US market can continue going up. But if recently the level cannot hold, let's say in near future for Nasdaq the price drop below the top of the Tai Chi signal, it's likely that the market would sideways within the box first. The bottom of the box, which is the low price of the yellow Tai Chi, the value is around 12,290 points. This would be a very strong support level for US market. But if, let's say, in near future, the COVID-19 situation become worse and worse, and maybe some other bad news also come out in future, then the downward momentum become quite strong. It's also possible that the price might drop below the 12,290 support. The next target level is around 11,895 points. This is the high price of the previous yellow Tai Chi signal. And the previous yellow Tai Chi is a very long bullish candle, a long bearish candle, sorry, it's a long bearish candle here. So the bottom is quite far away from the top. The bottom is 11,360 points. So how forceful the possible correction might be in near future, we cannot tell now. So maybe in near future the price drop to touch the 12,290 points, then hold, then turn upward again. Maybe it would drop further to touch 11,895 support level here. But I think it is not that high probability that the correction can even drop to touch the bottom. Maybe it's possible, but the probability may not be that high, right? So why I say that possibly the correction in near future might come? Because the three indexes disagree with each other again. This is for Nasdaq, we have the price continue going up a bit. But for the other, if we check S&P 500, S&P 500 still within or below the high point, and also it dropped last night. It didn't go up like Nasdaq. It dropped for S&P 500, and we see the immediate support level should be this previous upward gap. This is the first support level. The bottom of this upward gap is around 3,632 points. 3,632 points. And in near future, we should pay close attention to this level. If this level can hold, maybe we still have hope that this is just some small correction or some sideways there. After that, the market might continue going up again. But if the price drop below this support level, 3,632 points, means this is a more significant, bigger scale correction here. The support levels below the previous yellow Tai Chi signal. The top is here, bottom is here. Also quite a wide range, right? So this is for S&P 500. Then for Dow Jones, we also see the price dropped last night. So only Nasdaq went up. All the other two major indexes dropped. When the indexes of the same market disagree with each other, we say usually it means potential key turning point. It means potential turning point. So because we are now faced with some uncertainties caused by the COVID-19 virus new variant, right? So if the influence continue to become bigger and bigger, it's possible that the stock market would be significantly influenced by the situation here. Okay, so that's why my comment for the market weather here is currently the sky is still seems clear, right? But the clouds, the dark clouds, they are lurking there. They are still lurking there. It's possible that the rain may come in near future. We still should be careful for the potential correction because we don't know how forceful the correction might be, right? Okay, so talking about when it comes to this COVID-19 new variant, so what are the sectors that would be negatively influenced by this new situation here? Of course, we have the value stocks. The value stocks previously in the last month, which have been quite strong. Let's say the airline stocks, the banks, the energy stocks. These belong to the value stocks, right? These are the value stocks, the traditional sectors. And these stocks last month have been quite strong, but this new situation about the worsening COVID-19 virus might negatively influence their performance. And last night, we already seen the performance for these sectors, for these stocks. We see a lot of them drop, right? Let's say for Ireland, AAO, American Airline. You see, last night it dropped. And not only American Airline, you check all the other airline stocks, most of them, they dropped. And some of them dropped quite sharply. So airline stocks will be influenced by the new COVID-19 situation here. That's negative influence here. And also yesterday we mentioned about the banks, and some people also ask me to diagnose the banks, right? So let's say Goldman Sachs. also dropped last night, right? So it's a forceful drop last night. And we say based on the first risk circle, it's a potential buy point. But I also mentioned yesterday, wait for the confirmation to buy. And because last night the price it dropped, so we don't get the confirmation to buy yet. So these traditional sectors, value stocks in near future, they might be influenced by the COVID-19 situation, the worsening COVID-19 situation. But on the other hand, we also have these vaccine companies, let's say BNTX and also AstraZeneca. They have announced that their vaccines might be able to cope with the new variant. So BNTX, the CEO, said that the likelihood that their vaccine works on the UK COVID-19 variant is very high. But further studies are needed to be completely sure. Okay, so currently the situation is a bit unclear. So these vaccine companies, BioNTech and also AstraZeneca, announced similar news. Okay, so but it's just hope of very high likelihood their vaccines might be effective for the new COVID-19 virus variant, but we still need confirmation, right? We need confirmation. So this is the uncertain situation we are dealing with now, right? Okay, so if, let's say quickly, these vaccine companies tell us that their vaccines really effective on this new variant, then of course that would be good news for the stock market. All the value stocks may not be that greatly influenced. They still might, let's say, have rallies in future. But recently, because the situation is still very unclear, it's uncertain, right? So then it will be a bit risky to trade these value stocks now. Okay, so this is for the banks. I'm just taking Goldman Sachs as an example. If you check the other bank stocks, most of them drop. And if you check the financial sector for the US market for last night performance, you realize most of them drop. And of course, we have one exception and a very eye-catching exception, which is PayPal. Later, we will talk also about PayPal, why it is strong. It also belongs to the financial sector. All the other banks, most of them, they drop, and some quite significant drop. But why PayPal, it is so strong? It has remained so strong recently. And it didn't drop last night. Rather, it went up last night. Okay, so later we talk about that. Okay, so this is about banks, and also for the energy stocks. Let's say energy stocks is CVX, Chevron. Chevron last night, it also dropped a bit, not much, but it also dropped. And if we check the, let's say the Homilychart software, we will realize that ever since the yellow Tai Chi signal back on 25th November, you check the date here. The yellow Tai Chi signal, that's 25th November, right? So ever after that yellow Tai Chi signal, the price never really break up the high of the yellow Tai Chi signal. Okay, so then the price, it tried to break up, right, but failed on this candle. So this is the confirmation that the correction would come, and in near future we see the price a drop. And now, of course, the white lines and the yellow lines, blue lines below, they will be a strong support. And also we have a previous upward gap here. The bottom is roughly the same level as the yellow lines and the blue lines of Homely rainbow here, right? So this would be a very strong support for short term. Okay, but currently, the energy stocks, they are negatively influenced by the COVID-19 situation. And if you check the other energy stocks, also the same, you see the price drop. Okay, so these value stocks, they are negatively influenced by the current COVID-19 situation. So where is the heaven, right? Faced with the uncertain or unsettling situation caused by the COVID-19 variant. So where is the heaven? The heaven is the new energy sector, the EV sector, and also digital technology. So, for example, recently I have been talking about the solar energy stocks, and if you check the performance for those solar energy stocks, they have been quite strong. SunPower. Okay, so yesterday I told you one of my member who has bought the SunPower on 15th December, right? I have been talking about that. So this member just joined Homilychart in 1 month, roughly 1 month. He just followed the trading principles here, checking multicolor dragon, big boys quite stably above 75%, no retailer or just a bait, very small or very little retailer here. And first recircle, second day get confirmation, so he entered. Just keep holding until now. So last night when a lot of US stocks, they dropped sharply for this solar energy stocks, new energy stocks, they have been quite strong. Not only SunPower. So SunPower now already a handsome 24% of profits. 5 days, just 5 days. Okay, and also Amphase Energy. Previously, I also mentioned about it when we have the first recircle, right? That's back on 11th December. I mentioned about Amphase, and the second day, that is the confirmation to buy, and until now, you still, if you are still keep holding, so your profits would be around 23%. So handsome 20% of profits. So the solar energy sector is the heaven. Of course, if you want to buy to chase after Amphase or SunPower now, that may not be a very wise choice. Why? Because the trading principle is most of the times better not to chase after the rally. When it's in the middle of the rally, don't chase. You wait for correction. You wait for another entry point. So actually, I have mentioned about it when we have the best entry points. The problem is whether or not you are the Homilychart member, you have the software to monitor the stocks. Without the software, it's not safe. Okay. Yes, this is for the solar energy sector, which is the heaven for the current under the current background of unsettling situation caused by the COVID-19 new variant. And the other sector is the EV sector, right? So for EV stocks, and also yesterday we got the news. We got the news said that Tesla's founder Elon Musk, right? So Tuesday he has tried to reach out to the Apple company CEO Tim Cook to discuss the possibility of the iPhone maker acquiring Tesla for a tenth of its current value. So why Tesla or Elon Musk want to cooperate with Apple, want Apple company to acquire its own tenth of its own stocks? Because we know that Apple has begun its automotive project called Titan, right? Titan back in 2014. Apple has launched this automotive project in 2014, back in 2015, and central to this project is a new battery design that could radically reduce the cost of batteries and increase the vehicle's range. So Apple has been trying to get a new battery design so that can radically reduce the cost of battery, right? Because currently the battery is quite expensive and also can increase the vehicle's range. Okay, so Tesla or Elon Musk maybe has sensed the competition from Apple, right? So that's why he is seeking cooperation with Apple. And also, if we go to check the price for Apple, last night Apple still went up. Last night it's a gap up open, quite forceful, right? I think partially the gap here is also caused by the news. Yes, caused by the news. Okay, so that it shows or it reflects the potentiality for the EV sector. Okay, so and of course for Apple, if previously you have followed the software indication, so I have mentioned Apple a lot of times recently, right? So if you have bought here or you have bought after the price gets support at a recircle here, and you are keep holding, right? You keep holding, actually you can make profit until now. You can manage to make profit until now. If you're still curious about how we have managed to hold Apple until now, you can check my previous videos. I cannot remember which videos I have analyzed Apple. I think it should be 2 or 3 videos I have recently, or this month or last month, I have mentioned about Apple, how we have able to keep holding Apple until now. And I remember I told you one of my member also have entered Apple after the second recircle. Okay, so keep holding until now. Okay, so this is for Apple. Really also is participating in the automotive competition. Okay. And apart from, of course, Apple, we have these famous EV stocks. Tesla recently still in correction because we said maybe the bubble burst because finally the good news about it is going to entering about its incorporation into the S&P 500 has become true, has been realized. So when the good news already become the truth, that is when the bubble would burst. And people are worried that for Tesla, the value is already extremely overbought. But I already told you the level to check for Tesla, which is the yellow Tai Chi signal. As long as the price remain above the bottom of this yellow Tai Chi signal, for Tesla, the upward momentum is still there. Recent 2 days is a bit weak, and now we see the price already enter the box area, the range between the bottom and the top of the yellow Tai Chi. And in near future, possible maybe the price might sideways within the box before it choose another direction, either to break up again and to give us another forceful rally, or it would drop below the bottom and give us a forceful correction. Remember, for this kind of stock, Tesla, EV stocks, after the correction, next time it begin to go upward again, that would be another best entry point. Okay, so this is for Tesla. And if you continue to check NIO, we have, for short term, we have the buy points. The following day, the buy point is confirmed, Until now, you keep holding. Last night, it dropped a bit, but still okay, right? This is for NIO. Then Xpeng. For Xpeng, it's still wide circle. We're waiting for the circle turn rate. And we're waiting for the retailers to decrease further and even to disappear. For this one, now it's still a bit weak. And then for what is the other? Li Auto, right? Li Auto. For Li Auto, we have the first red circle 2 days ago, but last night we don't have the confirmation yet. And also for this one, the problem is the retailers still around 25%. It will be better if the retailers can decrease significantly or even disappear in future. And we need to get the confirmation. We don't have the confirmation yet. Okay, the first red circle here, not confirmed yet. Okay, but these sectors, this sector, EV sector, will still be of great potentiality in future. That is for sure. Okay, and then the other one, which might be the high one, faced with the current unsettling situation, is the digital technology sector. So for digital technology, this is a big topic. It is really a big topic. It has involved in a lot of different sectors, a lot of different stocks, and one of them is PayPal. Digital technology. Okay, so recently, if you check PayPal, the performance is so strong, right? So this is the first red circle. We have the big boys more than 50%. And also the price managed to clear the previous high. The pattern here is very beautiful. Okay, this is the first red circle candle. Following day, the third day, confirmation to buy. Until now, still upward, so still at a profit. And especially last night, when you check the other financial stocks, most of them are in correction, but PayPal has managed to go up. It has managed to remain strong. The rally last night is 2.4%. 2.4%. So why it's so strong? Because PayPal, its core strength is the online payment, right? So online payment is part of the digital technology. So its core competitive strength is digital technology, actually. So that's why for PayPal, in future, the potentiality is still quite great. Not only for short-term trading, even for medium-term to long-term trading, this one has great potentiality in future. And actually, recently the buy point here, right? The buy point here, it is a very good entry point for medium-term to long-term trading because we have the price sideways there for quite a long time. It's roughly, 4 months sideways. So finally the price break up. After a significant correction of sideways area, because lasts for a long time, right? It is a good entry point for medium-term to long-term trading. Either you want to trade for short-term or you want to hold for medium-term to long-term. The buy point on 16th December is a best entry point, and you can just keep holding. Not only for short-term, but just for medium-term to long. But if you're only intending to get some short-term profits from PayPal, you just wait for the white circle in future to sell, right? Okay, so this is about the US market. Then for Singapore market, today the Singapore market is a bit boring. I don't see we still have let's say Java and D03. These stocks have been quite strong recently, and they have remained strong. Let's say Java, right? Java, it has remained strong ever since the first red circle back on 1st December, following days, confirmation to buy, you keep holding until now. It has been strong. The problem is now we don't have a buy point for Java, right? Okay, and the other one, which has been also quite strong. Oh, it's not the which is the one. It's not this D03. Yeah, which is this stock 1D3. Okay, I forget, but I remember recently there is another stock also belong to the consumer sector, which has also been quite strong, the performance. I forgot which one. Okay, so Java is one, and there is another. Okay, I just temporarily forget, sorry. And then because these stocks, they are in rally, we don't chase after them, right? So then for the other Singapore stocks, the performance mediocre, not so eye-catching, right? And because recently we have talked about Penguin, BTM, right? So I mentioned as long as the price remain above the top of this gap, the upward momentum would still be there. And we see after the big upward gap, the price now still remain safely above the close price of this upward gap candle here, right? So if this even the close price level can hold in near future, I think for this one the upward momentum is still there. If you have entered or you are trying to enter for this one, your stop loss should be about the top of this big upward gap. As long as the correction in near future, if there should there be any correction in near future, right, remain above the top of the gap, the upward momentum still is quite strong, should be okay. This is for the BTM Penguin. And then the other one I mentioned recently is the week why it's U09, right? U09, yeah. Avarga, yes, U09. Avarga, so currently the price is still around the half of our long bullish candle here. So yes, as long as this level can hold, should be okay. Now we see the price is around the level, right? The price now is around the level, so we need to keep monitoring. Maybe in near future, the price begin to move upward again above the half level. You still can try, but it will be the best if you wait until the retailers disappear again. Recent 3 days, we have the retailers appear again after it disappear, right? So this one still need to monitor, okay? The buy point here not yet confirmed. And if you have bought on 18th December, right, where is the stop loss level? The stop loss level should be the red circle. If in near future the price touch the red circle and continue dropping further, the circle would turn white. When the circle turns white, that's the stop loss price. That is the time you need to stop loss. And the red circle and the yellow lines of Homilychart rainbow, they are at the same level, right? So means if in future the circle turn white, the price also has dropped below the yellow lines of Homilychart rainbow. Also is the sign to stop loss. Okay, so this is for Avarga. Okay, so that's about the contents I want to share with you for today. And let me check, do you have stocks to diagnose for today? Okay, so today we also only have one person to diagnose stocks. So if in future I continue to just get 1 or 2 people diagnose stocks, maybe in future I will consider remove this individual stock diagnosis sector. I need more participants from more people, not just 1 or 2 people. Okay. Okay, so let me just check one of the stocks. Okay, because this person has several stocks to diagnose, but let me just diagnose one. The first one, PINS. Okay, this is the strong tap, no problem. This is the strong tap. And does this Pinterest, this is the social media stock, right? It belongs to the social media industry, right? Okay, so we say roughly speaking, this is confirmed by point slightly higher than the high price of the first recycle, and this is the sideways platform here. Last night the price managed to be a bit higher, so we can say this is a confirmation to buy. Yes, this is a confirmation to buy the stock. Okay, because this is a very strong one with big boys more than 75% quite stably. This kind of stock will quite safe if you stick to this kind of stock. Okay, so I think if we only have one person to diagnose, then it would be all for today's stock diagnosis sector. And finally, I still need your support, right? So don't forget to give me thumb ups, and also don't forget to share this video with your friends. And finally, last but not least, is about the training courses. Today is Wednesday, right? Okay, so today we have 7 to 9 p.m. this stock seminar for you to learn how to get the best trading strategies after the Christmas. This is tonight, 7 to 9 p.m. And Saturday morning is in English, 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. This is about, yes, best trading strategies of Q1 2021. And Saturday afternoon, 2 to 4 p.m., there is another lecturer conduct a Mandarin session with the same topic. Different lecturer, the contents might be different. Okay, so if you are not yet Homely member and you are interested in attending the seminar or interested in learning further about the Homely platform, you can just contact me, WhatsApp me your name and which seminar you'd like to attend. And my WhatsApp number, okay, my WhatsApp number is 6592312307. Okay, so I guess that's all for today. I will look forward to see you tomorrow. Bye bye.